Hello everybody, my name is Flatline Reviews. You most likely know me from Instagram, Flatline Flicks, and if that is the case, then you probably know just how much I love what we're about to be looking at today. I've never done a figure review before, so I honestly have no clue what it is that I should do. I'll go over any point I think I should go over, but I'm kind of winging it. I don't have a script. I'm just sitting here with my phone, and obviously you see my light because I don't know how to set up lights right now. And I'm just gonna wing it, and yeah, obviously I'm new, so yeah, no intro. But here, as you've seen with the thumbnail, the game we have on in the background, and the title of the video, you know what we're gonna be looking at today, and that is the LPZZ Batman Arkham Knight. I haven't even opened it yet. I just got it in like, I don't even know, 10 minutes ago, and I wanted to capture my unboxing and of course do a review as the first review on this channel, and honestly a good start because it's a great figure and it's my grail figure, so it's pretty nice. As you can see, this is the box it came in. Little scuffed, but it's okay. I'm probably gonna throw it away. Yeah, it came in this box, and then it had a very nicely packaged box on the outside of it. As you can see, yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing, but obviously Arkham Knight logo, bat symbol, the V8.04 Batman, which is the main suit from the video game. QR codes, don't know what those do. We'll be checking those out later. It's just some Chinese, because it came from China. DC, Batman, and WB. Batman Arkham Knight, blah, blah, blah. Again, just more Arkham Knight all over the figure. Sorry for the grainy quality. Like I said, I am on my phone. You have the LPZZ, which is now UP Fine Gears, or maybe there's another way to pronounce it, but I'm not about to say that on here. Then again, Batman Arkham Knight. Then really just the exact same thing on the box, on the back of the box. On the bottom, nothing. Same on the left or right side. And then on the top, you have some more Chinese, probably warnings, but it doesn't really matter, let's be honest. So we're gonna get this guy out, and yeah, should I? Yeah, I'm gonna open it for you guys. And here, I'm not gonna cut that out because I want my complete and genuine reaction on here. So we got our blade. Nice X-Acto. Here we go. Sorry, I'm kind of looking at the box, not the camera, so if it doesn't pick it up very well, that is my bad. Oh, I'm shaking. Oh, God. I looked away for a second, and I was cutting into the box. This is embarrassing. Sorry, guys. We're just going to go with that. And then, here, let me take this off screen. So it's a little easier to finish it. Okay. As you open the box, you have a little cardboard cover for some more protection on the box. Get some better lighting on that. Yeah. Oof. Need to get a camera. And then here we have it. The box, top of the box for the LPZZ Arkham Knight Batman. Here, let me move my light a little bit. You can see that maybe a little better. Yeah, like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing. Sorry, this is my first ever video in general. So, pull this out of the box off camera real quick so it's easier. And there it is, the LPZZ. Ooh, you can see me. Hello. There it is, the LPZZ Batman from Batman Arkham Knight. It's in a plastic wrap, which obviously we will be taking off. And got some on the right side of the box. We have, it's very hard to see, so sorry. Little cut there. Someone was calling my name, so I had to pause the video. Anyway, and I'm not about to do a retake. So, got the LPZZ, sorry. On the box of the LPZZ Batman, we have Batman Arkham Knight, and of course, version 8.04 Batman. We got a little thing here. God, I'm so shaky. I'm literally so excited. Just some more DC labels, LPZZ/UP Fine Gears label, some Chinese lettering. We have DC, Batman, WB. and then nothing on that side. And then you can't tell because, again, it's really dark. And you can't tell because it's really dark, but there is, in fact, a silhouette, whatever, of like Gotham City here. And you have Batman flying down here, and then just some Chinese, mix between Chinese and American English. Sorry, I'm like completely blanking. I'm nervous. Okay, I've never done this before. And so let's cut this guy open without damaging the box, unlike I did to the shipping box. Let's do this. I'm trying to be very careful. It's a little uncomfortable trying to do this while behind a ring light and a phone. Can't really get up close. Here's that. Okay, we're gonna peel this guy open. Ooh, okay. These gloves are kind of annoying, but it's okay, we got it. So, get this off of here. Probably should have done this off camera, but it's okay. I love you guys, and some of you like this stuff. Seeing the box being opened and everything. So, this is for all of you who care. Ooh, okay. Can you see a little better? Not really. I mean, like, you can see a little building and everything. Here, let me look off camera. Oh yeah, it's definitely there. It is definitely there. It is just really dark. Like, I can barely even see it. But again, back of the box, bottom, not sure I went over that. But again, some more Chinese labeling. Sorry if I don't sound too excited. I am incredibly excited. Like, I'm shaking. Like, I'm saying like so much of how excited I am. Some more QR codes. Again, sorry for the bad quality. I'll get a camera next summer. Those who know what I'm doing next summer. Made in China, whatever those are called. Front of the box. I watched, obviously, a lot of reviews of this guy, and I heard that the front opens and closes with magnets. So, oh my, okay. Oh my god, I'm so excited. It does indeed have magnets. It feels so good. I'm probably just glazing the hell out of this figure. I already glazed it so much on my Instagram. For those of you who saw, Ziddle, if you're watching, you listened to me rant about this guy for literally 3 hours straight one night, and a month later, it is finally here. Like, my hand's literally shaking, but here we go. Okay. Okay, we got the figure in here. And again, just Batman v 8.4. And the Arkham Knight logo, of course. And yeah, I'm gonna do a cut, and we'll get this guy out of the box and have him in his clamshell. Okay, he's out of the box, and here he is. A little hard to see because of the screen back there. Let me pull my light back up. Try to bring it down. Sorry for the bad lighting, and overall, feels like a crappy review for this guy. Doesn't get the justice he deserves in this video. Don't worry, I will definitely give him justice when I take pictures of him later. But there, little bad lighting, but got the clamshell here. Do not eat that, guys. I don't know why we should not eat that. I've never personally eaten one, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. So we got him in his clamshell. And the second clamshell with the pre-order bonus. Cannot wait for those batarangs. I will be doing some good pictures with those later. Looking forward to 20 pic posts, more than I've ever done before. I'll have my Instagram down in the description if you guys are interested in action figure pictures. For those of you who aren't coming here from my Instagram, feel free to check that out. I'll take all this out after I go over it and show you the inside of the box because there's some detail in there. We got the Batman Arkham Knight stand. Just says Arkham Knight. Does that say Arkham Knight? It says Arkham Knight, yeah. The pre-order bonuses, a nice arm. Sorry, I'm like so spaced out right now. But we got the arm for the stand to hold the figure up. And yeah, I will show you guys the box now. Okay, not sure why I made it sound like there's a question mark after that. I will show you guys the box now. But here you go, in better lighting. We have the LPZZ box. Let me get this guy down here so there's some more room. Hate to put him on the floor, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Same thing as before, and maybe, honestly, there you go. You can see it better now. God, my back hurts. I'm slouching. I'm sitting on the floor doing this review, but you see the Batman over city. Bleak Island. It's the clock tower. Yes, I'm a nerd. I literally have Batman Arkham Knight open right there. You got Bleak Island, Miyagani, and then Founders would be over there. That's not what we're here for. We're here for the inside of the box because you've already seen the outside. And on the inside of the box, you have this. Oop, didn't take these out. Let me set this guy down here. On the inside of the box, you have this coming soon kind of figure thing to, like, you know, get the word out almost, and like just get you hyped for figures that are coming soon. Sorry, my hands are so shaky. But yeah, not focusing very well. God, I don't like autofocus. But yeah, I actually have this guy ordered on Nerd Urbanity. He's releasing December 31st-ish, so he'll be here early 2026, and I will get that guy. And if you guys want, leave a comment. Yeah, totally leave a comment. Tell me if you want a review of him too. And tell me what I should do better. I know I'm kind of crappy at this, but to be fair, I've never done it before. But yeah, tell me if you want a review of this Deathstroke, because I'll have him coming in too. And tell me if there's anything you want to change, anything like that. So yeah, there's this, which I will have in hand in a few months. So throw that to the side. And then, of course, with most figures, God, I am so, like, geeked right now. Not literally. You just got some, like, labeling, like, one figure, and it says that in Chinese and English, and all the different numbered and labeled accessories. Just showing some posability, some movable eyes, exchangeable mouth plate. The chest is what got me extremely hyped. Again, Ziddle, I literally ranted to him about the chest alone for like 30 minutes. It was incredible. Ankle articulation, just all that stuff. It opens up, it shows you all the accessories it has, and then some other stuff I'm not gonna read because I can't read it and I really don't need to. But Batman Arkham Knight here. And yeah, and then there's one more detail on the box. The Arkham Knight Batmobile. And of course, if you guys keep up with LPZZ and their designers on Instagram like I do and some other people do, they have just started designing, the same designer who made the Batman, he is designing a Batman v Superman Batmobile. And I messaged him talking about, hey, you got Batman Arkham Knight, so where's the Batman Arkham Knight Batmobile? And he said he will be making it after the Batman v Superman Batmobile. So we can all look forward to that. And yeah, we got these guys out here in their clamshells. And sorry, my hands are shaky again. Let's get them out and put them on my table and look at everything he comes with. Okay, everybody, here we are with the accessories. This is honestly my third take now. I'm not going to explain what happened the first time. Basically nothing would focus and it looked bad. That's it. And the second time, I dropped that guy and I couldn't find it because I have a carpet floor, but luckily I found it. Anyways, moving on. With our first accessory, we're starting with the pre-order bonuses. Here, if it'll focus, we have the freeze grenade. Very well sculpted. It is a perfect sculpt. Oh, sorry, I'm out of breath. I was low-key pressed because I couldn't find the mouth plate, but it's okay. It has all the paint it needs. Obviously, really? No, I was about to say it looks like the paint goes over, but maybe it does on the camera a little bit, but let me look in. Yeah, the paint is good. Paint and sculpting is perfect. It's not missing any details at all. It doesn't look too clean. It looks a little bit weathered, which is great. That's amazing. And so, moving on. Lore on this piece, it came from Batman Arkham City. When Batman fights Mr. Freeze, I'm assuming most of you have played the game, but Batman fights Mr. Freeze, and at the end, when he wins, Mr. Freeze gives him that gadget for a side mission. Then, again, we have the angry mouth plate, which is hopefully not going to be lost this time, but it looks very good. If my camera will focus, you can see that's where it pegs into the head, and of course I will be putting that on later. And yeah, it looks really good. It looks incredible. Sculpt is perfect. Paint applications are wonderful. The nose looks great. God, I do not like autofocus, but okay. Yeah, it just looked amazing. There's nothing I would change about it. It has every detail we need. And yeah. Moving on, we have these 3 remote controlled batarangs. Now, I say 3 because there's 3 of them, but they're really the same thing. And what I mean by that is this one right here. Let me zoom. There we go. Basically, in the game, if you don't know, Batman has batarangs, right? And then he has these batarangs, which are remote controlled. So you basically throw it, and then it's like you're flying a batarang. And when he just throws it, the screen on them is blue. And God, my thumbs are so mangled. Wow. The screen on it is blue, right? And then when you're in the air, you can slow it down. And it looks a little orange on camera. I promise you, it's red in person. But on my camera, it looks a little orange. But when it's that color, you're slowing down. Like it's flying, and you hit the left trigger, and it's slowing down. And then, of course, green means go. So it's you're speeding up. And so he comes with all those. Really, I don't believe this was necessary because you either could have not included them at all and put a different pre-order bonus, like the wreck gun. There's no remote electrical charge here, which I think is insane. Like, it's a really important accessory in Batman Arkham Knight. Or gadget, really. And it doesn't come with it. But again, I'm not complaining, you know? Even people aren't perfect. So who cares if your figure's not perfect? I mean, yeah, you live, it's fine. It's really not a big deal. Moving on, let's go to the line launchers. He has 2 line launchers, which I'm gonna be honest, guys, that makes 0 sense. Like, if you played the games, there's just literally never 2 line launchers. Like, seriously, they're the exact same piece. They don't articulate or anything, which kind of sucks, but again, can't complain. It's a small figure. So you have those, and yeah, I think if they're both the same piece, yeah, they can both go in either hand, and yeah, one is important. Having 1 line launcher is important because he has a line launcher. It's an important accessory or gadget, but 2, it's kind of, I wouldn't say dumb. It's a little silly because you really don't need it. Again, I would have rather them, if they kept the batarangs with the pre-order bonus, I would have loved if they took one of these guys out and put in a wreck gun, because that's a really important accessory for Batman. Now we are moving on to the Disruptor. Also, I know I didn't put any lore in the last couple accessories, but there really is none. You just kind of have them. If this will focus, please. No, don't want to do it. There we go. Okay, let me cover a Batman. Now, it's amazing. Like, it looks perfect. Obviously it doesn't articulate, but I mean, if it had to articulate, then this would have to shrink up there, and then this would fold in, and the gun would, or the handle would go in. It's just insane, right? Like, it's a 1/12 scale accessory. Even the Hot Toys Batman doesn't articulate. Oh, the Disruptor. So it's okay. It's really good. It looks weathered. Paint is incredible. It's really just a black gun with some silver accents, and of course the yellow on the bullets. There's yellow on the bullets, guys, which is a detail in the game. They included that. It's great. It's perfect. Then, if it'll focus again, there is a little screen, and in the game there's, like I said, a screen on there. But I'm not complaining. I'm really not complaining. You could really put, like, when you're editing your pictures and stuff, or like for me, you could put whatever you want on there. You could put something silly. You could put a picture of the screen from the game on there, and it's up to you. And I like that, honestly. Here, let me reposition a little bit. Kind of uncomfortable sitting like this. So, now moving on to the bat claw. Of course, it's a bat claw or a grapple gun. It can be either one, really. But again, it looks incredible. Like, The only thing I would probably want to change about it is the fact that, here if it'll focus, it is the fact that you can't have that shoot out and have like a wire on there. But even then, it's good, you know. It has some gunmetal accents on there. It looks weathered. It has it has every detail you need really, and then even the claws itself are amazing. And yes, they're black in the game, so it might look basic and uncolored, but it's what it's supposed to be. So it's perfect. So really, not much I can say about it. And again, there's not any lore. It's just always been there. Next, we have, let's go with the voice synthesizer. Now, the voice synthesizer, basically in Batman Arkham Knight, you just get this weapon and you can use it to control enemies who have headsets on, and you can like use Harley Quinn's voice or Arkham Knight's voice, or in one instance, you use this guy named Simon Sagg's voice. You just do something like that, and you can like order them to go places. You can do takedowns. And yeah, that's really what this is. And again, it looks incredible. Sculpt is perfect, like really perfect. There's nothing I would change about it. Um, it looks nice and weathered. It has every paint. All the paint applications are perfect. It's like genuinely one word for this accessory. Perfect. Um, it doesn't have. Now I guess you could take away a bit of the perfection and say, oh well, it doesn't have a screen on there. Who cares, man? Just like I said, edit a screen on there when you do your pictures. Which honestly, I don't have a problem with at all. And yeah, it's like it's good. It's in my opinion, I'd call it perfect. I don't have a single problem with this piece. So, moving on to some of our last accessories here. We have the explosive gel, gun, canister, whatever you want to call it. It's in the game. It's just called explosive gel. So you have the explosive gel sprayer, whatever. But the explosive gel goes in here, pull the trigger, comes out here, and it explodes stuff. You get this in Arkham Asylum a little later in the game. You go and find the Batmobile on Arkham Asylum, and you take this out of the trunk, and then it stays with you for the rest of the series. And it's perfect. Like it's genuinely perfect. Now this one, not a single detail is missing. Like it's nicely weathered. The paint is perfect. It's like it's perfect. Like I can't say anything else about this guy because it's really perfect. It's just a simple piece. He holds it, trigger finger goes on there, and yeah, it's perfect, guys. Like seriously. Now, we have the batarangs, the two normal batarangs, and yeah, they look amazing. They have the silver on the tangs there, whatever those are called, and it looks amazing. So it's just nice and black. It even has the two things. Now in the game, they're holes. They're not just indents. But come on, guys, it's a 1/12 scale batarang. It's not gonna have holes through it. Like seriously, that'd be too brittle. Let's be honest. You really can't complain about that. So yeah, got a little hair on there, but um yeah, there's two batarangs and just dropped one. It's okay. I got it. Uh, Also, a thing about the batarangs. I was wearing gloves in the first 15 minutes, and when I took a cut, I was pulling everything out, and I was getting the batarang. I was grabbing it, and it snagged on my glove, and then it cut my glove, and it flew across the room, and I lost it. I was getting pretty upset, but I found it. It's okay. Now we're gonna do we'll do the hand last, but we have, here we go, if it'll focus. We have an unmasked cow, and honestly, again, perfect. Paint applications, perfect. Colors, perfect. Like, there's literally different designs on it too. The mesh in the helmet, that is accurate. Like, it's perfectly accurate. Like, if I pulled up the game, like it was at the beginning of the video, if I pulled up the game and brought a picture of the unmasked helmet from the game, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Like, it's genuinely incredible. And of course, it's hollow. You can fit your finger in there. You can't fit the Bruce Wayne head on there. And if you're wondering about the Bruce Wayne head, why it's not down there, I am saving that for later. I'll talk about that later in the review. Yeah, it's perfect. Some different leathery-ish textures. Can't really tell what those are because it's in a video game, you know. But yeah, you got really every detail you need. It is perfect. Like, it's excellent. Now, moving on to the hands. Now, there's not much I can say about the hands, so it's just going to be really quick. I'll just bring them up to the camera. But these ones are the only ones that are really special. Now, you can have these on the figure. You can have him, like, landing, like that, like landing on the ground, and, like, touching the ground, and taking a knee, or whatever you want. You can have him throwing a batarang like that in a nice picture, and the batarang's like out here, held up by a stand or something. Or you can have him slapping Robin. And if any of you know anything about comics, then you'll know about the panel where Batman kind of bitch slaps Robin. So you could do that if you wanted to. Have him slapping Robin. Now, hopefully, the LPZZ makes an Arkham Nightwing. That is my dream come true. I would love to have these two being a dynamic duo, and you could have Batman slapping him. So yeah, I mean, it's technically not Robin, it's Nightwing, but it still works. So there's those, and then we can move on to the other hands. Let me see. Some of these are, I kind of like threw these up there quickly, so some of these aren't perfect matches or perfect pairs, but they really, there's not much I can go over with these. They really just, they're the same copy of a hand, and they're only made to hold his accessories. So there's this one, which you can see, it's got that, like, SHF almost, plus other companies, of course, they do the same thing. I call it SHF, but it has those SHF holes for the wrist pegs on all hands, and then, so there's those ones. Let me set those right there. Then you have this guy. This one looks to be a line launcher hand. So it just grasps the line launcher. I could be wrong, but, you know, I will check out my Instagram after this video sometime, and I will have a 20 pic post up later, and he will be holding all the accessories. So be ready for that if you're interested. Then I have this guy, which is a definitely batarang holding hand. Batarangs go right there. Then you can slip them into his fingers right there, because it is a nice soft rubbery material. So here, honestly, I'd be willing to show you guys that right now. You get the batarang. Hold hits. Wow, it holds really nicely. I wouldn't go waving it around or anything, but it has a nice hold. It's nice. It's easy to put in. Pause. But yeah, you have him holding two batarangs, and honestly, that is incredible. It's really fun to put in. Again, gonna have to pause, but yeah, you have the batarangs there, and it's a really nice, it's a nice firm hold. No need to heat up your figure's hands at all, which I honestly like. Just dropped it again. It's kind of annoying, but it's okay. We're balling. And then these ones are actually more likely to be line launcher hands, but I am not about to go through all the accessories right now and putting them in the hands and stuff, because that would make this review way too long. Now, here we have the stand, which it's a nice stand. It looks like, I mean, it's nice and simple. I have no complaints for it. I'm nervous and also really happy, so like my hands are kind of greasy, but not wearing gloves again. So you have the Batman Arkham Knight logo with it's a hexagon stand, and then you have the arm, which is clear, which is honestly good. It makes it easier to remove in pictures, you know, at least in my opinion. And it can it rotate? Yeah, it can rotate. Then it has 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 4 points of articulation, and then a swivel up here. And then it has, of course, the grabbers, which are all nice. They are really nice and firm. You kind of have to put some force into it to move them around and stuff, but that's good. It means it's a nice, hefty figure, so it'll hold that up very well. And yeah, so it does its job very well. And if it's too loose, too tight for you, has screws in every single joint. Of course, this one's just a hinge, but it's a nice firm hold in there. And then hinge, I meant swivel, sorry. And then there's another one right there. So yeah, there is the stand. and all the accessories. And now let's cut to the figure and go over all of his articulation and details. Okay, now we have the figure out here by himself, and this might be the moment you've all been waiting for, the articulation and of course some figure comparisons. So I'll first go over some quick figure comparisons, and then we'll hop right into the articulation. So I only got a couple figures on me right now. Kind of had to sell some, make some money moves, trying to go to New York next summer. If you know, you know. But here we have the SHF Peter B. Now, one of my plans is to use his pink robe for a nice little silly Batman in a pink robe post on Instagram. So make sure you check that out when it comes out, and maybe tomorrow. Yeah, should be tomorrow. I'm gonna get this video posted, which of course, if you're watching, it's already posted, and then yeah. By the time it's posted, picture should be out. Anyways, what we're here for, figure comparison. Now, he's, honestly, everyone says this Peter is too tall. And when you compare him to a 6'2", 240-pound Batman, yes, I have that memorized. I've played Arkham my whole life. I have it memorized. But when you compare that to that, yeah, he's pretty tall, okay? He's taller than Batman. Spider-Man is not 6'4", guys. Like, that's just not the case. He should be maybe around like there. Like, that should be his height. But I'm not complaining. I still love the figure. It's a good figure. We're here for this king, though. So, comparison, if you have these guys, then you know, estimate how tall he is. We're not going to do that. This is the CT 2099. I know he's a little shorter than the original, so but it's only by like a centimeter, maybe less than a centimeter. So yeah, it's still a fair comparison. But yeah, there's your comparison for the figures. So let's move into the articulation. Okay, I've been sitting on the floor for too long now. I don't want to speed this up, so just know I am not in a very comfortable position, but I'm going to go over every point in very thorough detail for you guys, because you deserve it, and I'd want the same thing if I was watching a review of this guy. So we're going to start from the bottom and work our way up, which might not be normal, but it's what I'm going to do. It's my review, and I just want to try some things out because it's my first one. So starting at the feet. For those of you who have had SH Figure Arts Goku, which if you're watching this, you probably have had one, you know about the ball joint going to from the shin to the ankle. Well, this guy has a system like that too. It's almost a little different though. It's like there's a ball joint, then like a swivel, not a swivel, whatever those joints are called. Then it's another ball joint into the calf. I'm so like tired. I'm so sorry, guys. You know what I mean. Anyways, so you have that, which gives you some good range, in my opinion. It's the best range you could get. But if you want to bring the toe pointing down for like some, gliding poses, because in the game his toes go down while he glides. But if you want to do that, you would pull this guy forward, and then you just bring the foot down. And it's not the best range, but I'm not complaining. I love this guy, and of course I haven't gone through all the articulation, but from videos and stuff, it hasn't been a problem. So then if you want to do the opposite, get him in like a calf stretch or a running position or whatever, you just do the opposite. And that's about the range you get. I honestly can barely move my feet further forward than that, so I'm not gonna complain, Then side to side, it's lackluster to say the least. It's not very good. Yeah, but like I said, I love this figure. He's my grail. I'm not about to shit on him. It's incredible. So, you have that for the feet. Then moving up to the double jointed knee, it's a double joint. Everyone, if you're watching this, you most likely are familiar with those. So it's just double joint. And dude, that is incredible. Of course, I'm going to be comparing this guy to the Revoltech a lot. I don't personally have a Revoltech. Let me adjust a little bit, because this is low-key super uncomfortable. Sorry, I'm kind of like freestyling this whole thing, because I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm going to compare this guy to the Revoltech a lot. Of course, Revoltech can do butt kicks better than this, but Revoltech also costs like more than $100. This guy was only $59. So I'm going to give that to this guy. And of course, it's the same on both legs. If I go over both legs, I'm going to yap for so long that this video is going to be an hour long. And it's already past 30 minutes long, so I should probably wrap things up. But anyways, he has drop-down hips on both sides, which is really, really good because it gives him a beautiful spread. Of course, here, let me move these out of the way. We'll get to these shoulder joints later. But, sorry, I'm trying to speed up a little bit because I don't want you guys to not watch the whole video, and I know it's already really long. I'm so sorry. Thank you for anybody who stayed. I really appreciate it. But he has a beautiful spread with that drop down hip. It is almost 180 degrees, and LPZZ even put in the time to add a little cover there for the joint, and that's perfect because in the game it looks like that too. So it's an extra detail, and it just helps cover up the joints even more. And to be honest, man, you guys can probably barely even see the joints. Like, even when he's like putting his knee up or something, like, yeah, you can see it, of course, but it's still very well hidden. And when he's standing up, you can't tell at all. Like, you can tell the very, very, very slightest, but it's still very good. And then on the belt, he has these articulate, so of course you can bring that up as far as you need to do what I am so happy to finally be able to do. If you use that drop down hip on both sides, and you bring his legs up, and you crunch him, I'm not really doing it right, but oh my god, that is incredible. Like, my Spider-Man, I know my Spider-Man's not a good example, but my SHF Spider-Man, which is supposed to be flexible because it's Spider-Man, can't crunch as good as this. This is incredible, guys. I cannot wait to do some sick pictures of some crazy crunches. Like, it's gonna go so hard. But yeah, the crunch is impeccable. Like, seriously, I can't yap enough. And honestly, I need to yap a little less because this is running too long. But yeah, one of the reviewers I saw said that there's a little issue with the drop-down hips where if you go like this, that one goes down a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I guess, but it's not really an issue because you just hold them both and then push them up. It's fine. Not even a problem. Moving on to the abs. God, I've been looking at my phone for so long, I'm kind of like getting blurry vision. Moving on to the abs. Of course, you saw the crunch. Side to side. It's a little lackluster, okay? But it's fine. The freaking ab crunch makes up for it like crazy. And going backwards, it's okay. It's okay, really. I mean, he's never really going backwards in the game. Plus, it's not like it's Spider-Man or anything. But yeah, he's not going to be able to do some crazy arch picks or anything like that. Moving on to my, I saw the chest, right? And I bought this guy immediately. Ziddle, if you're watching, you know, I ranted about this chest for hours to him. Like, literally. This figure in general, but mostly the chest. Like, I was so hyped about the chest. Because it can do this. If you take the chest, you can articulate it and push it in, which, one, is accurate to the game. Two, it looks a million times better than Revoltech. And three, it lets you pull out this butterfly joint. And if you bring his arm over, it lets you pull out the butterfly joint. And I'm not going to be able to do it right now because I'm in a not comfortable position. The phone is in my way. But you can make his arms cross. I've seen pictures of his arms crossed because of this chest. And then another thing, I never really saw anybody try this. I'm going to try it right now. I'm going to see if the chest can pull apart because that's also important. That was in the game too. Let me bring them down a little bit. Can it really separate? I mean, it's a little loosey-goosey, but I mean, I'm not complaining. But when it is loose and you can see it out, I don't know if I can get close enough for you to see. There's detail inside of that. Like, that's insane. That's incredible, guys. Like, there's detail underneath the chest. That's, like, I want to rant about it for so long, but if I do, no one's going to finish this video. But going over it quickly, like I said, butterfly joint pops out. It can go backwards. Oh, wow. It can actually go backwards a good amount. And then, of course, it goes forwards and it's a butterfly joint. You guys know butterfly joints. Then the shoulder, it's on a nice little system that's, like, in between, like, it's locked onto the joint for the shoulder. So it covers up that shoulder joint, and then it also can come down, and you can get some good raises. Then there's a bicep swivel, which if you lift the shoulder joint up a little bit, it can go 360. And then there's a nice elbow bend. And dude, that is insane. Like, I don't know. Like, my Goku, I had a legendary Super Saiyan Goku for my SHF, and this guy they have almost the same size muscles, and this guy is posing better than that Goku. And it conceals it better. Like, from some angles, you can't even tell that that's a freaking joint. Like, it's insane. Then moving down to the hand, yeah, it's just on the typical wrist thing with the ball joint and the swivel. It's really simple, you know. Now, last thing, cape. Three actually. Cape. It's on a nice wire. The wire's nice and firm. There's a wire on this side on both. Then there's another one right here. And is there one more? Okay, there's 3 wires. There's a wire down the middle. There's a wire on the very end on both sides. And then there's a wire here on this point that goes all the way up. So there's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 in the middle. It'll be perfect for any pose you want to pull off. Now for the last couple things, what I've personally been waiting for the most, because I've never experienced anything like this, with the head. Now, if you look closely, if you know anything about this figure, you already know what I'm about to talk about. But real quick, neck, can't look up too far, but that's okay, and I'll show you why in a minute. But he can look down very far, which is good, because, like, he's sad. Oh, he's looking down. Oh. But now, what I have personally, let me take this off screen. Oh, headless Batman. I'm going to set him down nicely right there. Whew. Okay. So, you have the head. And if you see, there's a little line there. And also, you can just poke that out to... Here, let me get something. Let me get this little piece. See if I can pop that the mouth out. So you just pop the mouth out. Looks a little funky, but you can pop his normal mouth out and put on this angry one. And it looks a little silly on camera, but trust me, it looks amazing in person. Now, one sec, I'm going to grab this special piece, and then I will show you one of the craziest things about this figure, in my opinion. Okay, I got the piece. So, this figure comes with a couple more accessories I haven't gone over yet, but he comes with these 2 bat chopsticks, and basically, what you'll do, let me set that down and not lose it, is you take the top half of the mask, and you should be able to gently remove it. Let me dig my nail under there. I'm just trying to be gentle. I don't want to break anything. Okay, you remove it, and it looks like some FNAF animatronic. And then you have this. And for some of you who might have had Revoltex before, or just maybe even Hot Toys, right? They have movable eyes. I have personally never experienced that before. But so this is my first time. But you take the bat chopsticks and you should they hold very well. Sorry, I'm focusing on I'm focusing on it in person instead of focusing on it on my phone. But you stick it in. Okay, that's enough. And then you can just move the eyes. You can. Well, it's really smooth. It holds nicely, and if it'll focus, yes, you can move it. Oh, that just pulled it out. Sorry about that. But you can move it. Let me do this off camera so it's a little better. If I can get it all the way. And okay, they're a little easy to pull out, but don't worry, they will not fall out. So you can move them all around, and then you can move them all the way up and have him in detective mode, which I will be using a lot. So yeah, there's that. And then there is one last accessory to go over, and then you all can go home after this excruciatingly long review. Okay. I know to some of you this part may not be a big deal, but to me it is extremely, like, it is a very big deal. Now, a lot of people, when the prototype for this Batman came out, a lot of people complained because there was a head sculpt on the Batman and in the prototype, and in my opinion, it looked like shit, okay? It was very detailed, but almost too detailed, and it looked nothing like Batman did in the video game. And then the final product images of this Batman came out, and in it was this head sculpt. And I know my camera is making it look unbelievably chopped right now. So sorry for that. But if you've played Batman Arkham Knight at all and seen Bruce Wayne, then you'll know this looks perfect. Like, here, actually, maybe if I bring it a little back and I can get a little darker, it looks a little better. But yeah, in person, here, let me look at it again. Like, I'm genuinely like, oh gosh, like, okay, it's really the glare in his eyes, like the glare from the lights that's making it look uncanny, but it's genuinely so good. Like, and of course, you take the figure, and it just pops right on. I'm trying to be gentle, but it's not. Okay, that's enough. And it just pops right on, and it has some mesh on the back of his head so it doesn't break up the design. But yeah, a lot of people complained when this guy released, like the pictures of this head sculpt released, and they were like, "Oh, it's too undetailed. Oh, it doesn't look like him." Respectfully, be quiet, because this is incredible. Again, my chopped lighting is not doing it justice, but yeah, it looks amazing, and I just really wanted to talk about that real quick because this review is way too long. It's gonna be like 40 minutes long. I am so sorry, everyone. Thank you all if you're still here. It really means a lot to me. So thank you. So sorry for the long review, and yeah, this is my first review. Please leave a comment. Tell me tell me any changes you want me to make. Sorry. Obviously, video length needs to be worked on. I just like to yap a lot, like I'm yapping right now. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Goodbye, and yeah, please leave a comment, like, subscribe if you want to, and tell me what I can do better.